let's introduce these starters to you. Get my grid sheet here in front of me. In row 6 on the outside, car number 24, Kevin Janzen from Deerfield Beach, Florida. Kevin driving for the Crosslink Kiwi Motorsports team. Next to him, James Lawley in the number 77 from Halifax, Nova Scotia for the Atlantic Racing team, sponsored by Kart Barn Racing. Moving forward into row 5 on the outside, car number 25, Ricco Shlaimoun from Los Angeles for Crosslink Kiwi Motorsport. And next to him, after serving a penalty, the 73 of Landan Matriano Lim from Shreveport, Louisiana. He is sponsored by 739 Racing for Crosslink Kiwi. In row 4, car 02 is Jett Bowling from Dallas, Texas from Crosslink Kiwi. Alongside is Justin Garat in car number 17 from Miami. He races for the Speed Factory. In row 3 on the outside, car number 6, Nicole Havrda from Comax, British Columbia. She's sponsored by Valley Kitchens and Colonial Countertops for Crosslink Kiwi. Next to her, the number 66 of Ryan Shehan out of Austin, Texas for Crosslink Kiwi. He is the vice champion of the series a year ago. In row 2 on the outside, car number 55, Nicolas Ambiado. Nico from Santiago, Chile, although he's living in Miami currently. He's sponsored by T-Link and Allegro for the Velox USA team in cooperation with Speed Factory. Starting third, the 22 of Hayden Bowlsbey from Folsom, Louisiana. Hayden sponsored by Save 22 for IGY6 Motorsports. The front row are both drivers from Crosslink Kiwi. Starting on the outside, the number 31 of Titus Sherlock from Prosper, Texas. And the pole sitter and the reigning F4 US champion, car 27, Patrick Woods-Toth from Montreal, Quebec. Patrick notched his second win on the season earlier today and maintains his points lead. Ryan Shehan moved up to second, although he's 27 points behind his teammate right now. Cole Calif is showing third in the points battle, but he is not here this weekend. Titus Sherlock, with a second place finish, moved to within 16 points of Cole Calif. Nicolas Ambiado, on the strength of his second podium of the season, only 11 further back in the 5th spot. Hayden Bowlsbey, currently 6th in the points. Justin Garat, 7th. Nicole Havrda is 8th. Jett Bowling is 9th. James Lawley rounding out the top 10 in the points table after this morning's race. Safety car begins to pull away from the field. As he comes up the hill, the pace car will peel off into the pit lane. The field will then form up in their grid positions. We will have a standing start for this race. The decision has been made to suspend standing starts only for the brand new F4 cars because of some issues with the clutch engagement, with a increased possibility for stalling, and they're going to work on that between now and the next round at Indianapolis. And with a little luck, we'll be back to standing starts for the F4 cars in their second round of racing. They're not going to make a change for tomorrow, so we'll have rolling starts for the new F4 cars for the balance of this weekend, but we'll see if that changes as we move forward. Coming across our vantage point. Here's Ricco Shlaimoun and Jett Bowling. Last across the line as they assume their starting positions on the grid. Green lights are on, indicating the grid is full. The start sequence has begun. The engine's on the rev limiters. The lights are out, and we are away. Oh, a little trouble in the next to the last row. A little too much wheel spin, and that's going to cost Kevin Janzen, I believe, some time. Side by side through turn one. Wide they went as they touched wheel to wheel. Great battle at the front. Woods-Toth and Titus Sherlock side by side. The two teammates still side by side. Tucked in right behind is Ryan Shehan as they work their way down the hill toward turn 5. 3 abreast as they work their way down into the braking zone for the first time. That's Titus Sherlock on the inside. Woods-Toth gets pushed wide, and that's going to open the door for Shehan as he's going to be able to get up to the front spot. And I believe Ryan Shehan has notched into the lead. Titus Sherlock slotted into second. Our pole sitter, Patrick Woods-Toth, just behind. Down the hill they come into turn number 8. Nico Ambiado in the Velox USA sponsored machine in partnership with the Speed Factory. Problem for Kevin Janzen. He had a spin at turn 8, but he has continued. He'll be at the back as the field pretty well kept together as they exit Canada and toward the Billy Mitchell Bend. They climb the hill. The top two beginning to get away just a little bit. Ryan Shehan and Titus Sherlock as they come across the line. Well, clearly I was mistaken. That is Patrick Woods-Toth at the top. I could have sworn that that was Ryan Shehan that slotted it in from a little further back, but Ryan's all the way back in 7th position, so my bad. It is Woods-Toth and Sherlock now, nose to tail, and some side-by-side racing behind them. It's Hayden Bowlsbey battling with Nico Ambiado. I apologize for misidentifying them. We have a lot of cars with very similar liveries, and it makes it difficult to tear them apart from a distance.
Sherlock putting a little bit of pressure on your leader, Patrick Woods-Toth, into turn 5, and sails wide, overcooks it into turn 5, and that's going to cost him a lot of real estate here.
But he managed to maintain second position as they'd opened up enough of a gap over Hayden Bowlsbey. Bowlsbey did a good job of not collecting him as he came back on the racetrack. So Titus Sherlock now has got to climb that mountain once again as Patrick Woods-Toth beginning to get away. If you'll remember the race earlier today, Woods-Toth built up about a 5-second cushion, and then a late safety car brought him back to the field. Yeah, he was basically, we just heard a report that a car was off wide, and that was Titus Sherlock, as we saw going wide. Left the braking just a little bit too late down into turn number 5. It did not cost him a position, as he is pulled away from Hayden Bowlsbey now. And he's got his sights set on Patrick Woods-Toth. We'll check the lap times as they come by. This one won't be representative because Titus's lap will be a bit off the pace because of that excursion at turn 5. There's Bowlsbey. There's Ambiado. Nicole Havrda up into 5th spot. Ryan Shehan in 6th as he gets around Jett Bowling.
Ultimately, it cost him about a second at the line with momentum. But again, he's lost a little bit of momentum. Probably got to clean the tires up a little bit. A lot of tire rubber built up. Marbles on the outside of turn 5 there. That he'll have to clean off the tires and try to reel back in Patrick Woods-Toth for Titus Sherlock in that 31. Teammates, of course, at the top. Hayden Bowlsbey, Ambiado. Your top 4 as we run with a little bit of shortened race distance. 19 minutes remaining now here in the race 2 on this Saturday at Road America.
Doing our best to get out of the way by 6 o'clock as the convention at most racetracks to be done racing by 6, and that's the case here. But Titus Sherlock is one to watch. He has definitely made up for that mistake by beginning to close down on the leader. Patrick Woods-Toth did set the fast lap of the race, but Sherlock was only about 0.6 slower in lap time. Hayden Bowlsbey was a little quicker on that last lap because of Sherlock's miscue. So the true pace will be set here in a moment when they come by the next time. But Ryan Shehan is faster than everyone in front of him except the leader. So he'll be one to watch. Ryan Shehan is about half a second behind Nicole Havrda. And let's see if he can find his way up into the top 5 or top 6. Top 5, yeah, he's currently 6th behind Havrda. Titus Sherlock continues to run down the leader. Hayden Bowlsbey and Nico Ambiado in a good battle of their own for the final step on the podium. And then a little gap back to this battle between Havrda and Ryan Shehan on that last lap. Shehan was virtually at the same lap times as the cars in front of him, so he's no longer picking up the pace. Sherlock and Woods-Toth are both lapping in the 204s. Sherlock setting fast lap of the race on that last go. Bowlsbey, Ambiado, Havrda, and Shehan all lapping in the 205s. Jett Bowling falling off the back in 7th, just a tad. Justin Garat about a second behind him. Shlaimoun, after his issue in the early going, still in touch with the field. Landan Matriano Lim behind him. James Lawley and Kevin Janzen rounding out the field. There's the top 2 heading up toward turn 6. And Titus Sherlock has made up all the ground he lost. One of the things these drivers have to be aware of is tire management. Again, they are allocated 2 sets of tires per weekend, basically starting with qualifying. The practice sessions and testing prior to qualifying can be run on used tires, but they have to declare a fresh set of tires for the qualifying session, and they are allocated that set and one more. And then they can make the decision in the 3-race weekend where they're going to make the change. And they don't have to change the whole set. They can change, just left sides or whatever. And so tire management really a factor, and especially in these Formula Regional cars with the additional horsepower, they can really punish those rear tires. Kevin Janzen has looped it again, his second spin on the day. But no positions lost. Titus Sherlock right on the rear wing of our leader, Patrick Woods-Toth. Titus finished a strong second in the race concluded earlier today, and he is looking like he wants the top step on the podium. His best finish of the year so far is the second he had earlier today. I think he's wanting to win as he tries to go the long way around Patrick Woods-Toth. Makes me wonder if Sherlock might have gambled on a new set of tires for this race, and Woods-Toth maybe with an older set. It's just conjecture. I don't have any way of knowing that. Hayden Bowlsbey doing a great job in 3rd spot. Hayden looking for his second podium on the season so far, if he can stay in that position. Woods-Toth a little behind Sherlock, but he has the inside line. Sherlock tries to do the over-under as they climb the hill toward turn 6. Sherlock on the inside at turn 6, and he's going to take the lead. But Woods-Toth will be right there to pounce back as they make their way through turn 7. So new leader, Titus Sherlock in the number 31. In the run down to turn 8. The other issue may be their tire age may be the same, but Sherlock punishing his tires in the early stages here. And maybe Woods-Toth is being a little more judicious. And he'll have something more as we get into the closing stages of this race. Remains to be seen. Closing up on the back of Nico Ambiado is Ryan Shehan. On that last lap, he was quicker than Nico Ambiado. So Shehan getting around Nicole Havrda to take over the 5th spot. Now has designs on 4th. Oh, going wide is Hayden Bowlsbey. And he's going to be passed by Nico Ambiado and Ryan Shehan, I believe. We'll sort that as they come up the hill. Bowlsbey just left the braking a little too late coming into Canada Corner. But a new leader across the line is Titus Sherlock. Woods-Toth staying right with him. Ambiado and now Ryan Shehan are doing battle for the final step on the podium. As Sherlock appears to be pretty comfortable in that lead. Let's watch these two as Shehan sweeps around the outside of Ambiado and moves up to the podium spot. Ryan Shehan, a man on a mission here, as he started this race in 5th position, and now he is in a podium position, if he can hold it. Hayden Bowlsbey, I believe, is just behind them, with Nicole Havrda right behind Hayden. And then a little bit of a gap back to Jett Bowling. Here comes Ambiado trying to take that position back as he piles the pressure on Ryan Shehan in the run down to turn 5. Those 4 having a dandy little battle. Shehan, Ambiado, Bowlsbey, and Havrda. Out of 6 through 7. Nose to tail, just about equally spaced at this point. Oh, somebody drops a wheel off at the outside of turn 7. I think that might have been Hayden Bowlsbey. Nicole Havrda right on his rear wing. So Bowlsbey with a couple miscues here in as many laps. We're showing just about 12 minutes remaining in this 24-minute race. So we're halfway there. These top 4 with the advantage right now. Ryan Shehan, then Nico Ambiado, and then Havrda and Bowlsbey doing battle for that 5th and 6th spot. And a pretty big gap behind them to Jett Bowling. Here come the leaders. Nicole Havrda only about 0.3 of a second behind Hayden Bowlsbey, and with a couple miscues by Hayden, he's going to have to watch or she'll be around him. Nicole from British Columbia raced a partial season with us a year ago, kind of setting the stage for this season's racing, and she's got a full season commitment from the Crosslink Kiwi stable. It's a Crosslink Kiwi benefit at the front. The top 3 all from the same stable. Ambiado with the Velox team. Bowlsbey with IGY6. Nicole Havrda with Crosslink Kiwi. I'll tell you what, Titus Sherlock is checking out here. Of course, this is what happened in the race earlier today with Patrick Woods-Toth. He built up a big lead, and then a late safety car evaporated it, but he was able to hang on. This time, Titus Sherlock is the man running away at the front. We'll keep an eye on Woods-Toth. Let's see if he is slowing down a bit, or is Ryan Shehan picking up the pace? Their last lap times were virtually identical. Sherlock was about a second about a little more than half a second quicker, and he's opened up a 5-second gap. Tripped over. Titus Sherlock looking for his first win on the season.
He put together a pretty good race one earlier today.
Yep.
Consistently kind of putting pressure. Not a surprise to see, that kind of consistency moving forward here in race two a little bit.
Yep. Nico Ambiado going side by side with Ryan Shehan, and I think may have taken that spot over as Ambiado resurgent here in the red Velox machine. It looks like he's moved up to third. We'll sort that as they come back into our view. There's Nicole Havrda at the tail end of that draft. Oh, we have a car off at turn 11. That was Patrick Woods-Toth off just past the kink at turn 11. He was able to continue, though, dropped a wheel off to the outside, but has been able to continue. We'll see how far back he has dropped, but that's going to promote Ryan Shehan up to second, I believe. And he does. Nico Ambiado up to third. Nicole Havrda now in the fourth spot. Hayden Bowlsbey up to fifth. Woods-Toth coming into the pits, so our points leader will not score points in this one. Yeah, the tail end just stepped out on him. Big cloud of dust. I'm guessing the rear made contact with the barrier. Driver's left right at the kink. I'm
going to say after looking at that replay, he may want to go down to the Plymouth Fairgrounds in about 5 miles away. They're running sprint cars tonight. That was a pretty good sprint car save right there.
Yeah, no kidding.
He was about almost 80 degrees perpendicular to the racetrack.
So a pretty nice save, but not enough to maintain his position at the front of the field. So this will shake things up just a little bit. Actually, Woods-Toth, like I think he passed it in the pit lane. All right, we'll sort it out here. As Kevin Janzen just now coming by, still being shown at the back of the field.
Janzen looped it around twice, so he would have still been behind Patrick Woods-Toth with him coming to pit lane.
Yep. Just about 5.5 minutes remaining. We have not heard from timing and scoring if we're going to go white flag this time, and I'm guessing not. We'll probably get this lap in, and then we'll be talking about a white flag next time by. But Titus Sherlock all by himself. Up the hill he comes. His teammate Ryan Shehan looking for his best finish on the season. Although he had a win at NOLA, at least his best finish aside from that win. Yeah, some close racing. Some close racing in the early stages of this kind of went by the wayside as they're beginning to draw away from one another after a few miscues. And we will see the white flag next time by. We understand repairs have been effected to Patrick Woods-Toth's car, and they're going to send him back out. I'm afraid it's too little too late to get into the top 10. He is going to really have to hustle it to get that done. I don't think it's going to be a possibility as we're coming to the final lap, but it shows not only his dedication, but the dedication of the team to get him back out there and see what he can do. Every point is precious sometimes, as when he won the F4 championship a year ago, it went right down to the last race of the season before he clinched it. And every point is precious.
Leaders working through kettle bottoms now on the backside of the racetrack, coming what we believe to be the white silk. With about 3.5 minutes remaining right now, so that would certainly do the math on that one. And they're calling the leader through, so I would indeed believe that we are getting to the final lap here at Road America on a very satisfying Saturday. It's been a great day of racing.
You bet.
Here at Road America, and it's a full day of racing tomorrow, as we've had some qualifying earlier this morning, but we go full-on racing right at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Titus Sherlock comes to the line and sees the white flag. Ryan Shehan across the line in second. Shehan sets his personal best, a 2:04.9, but not quite as quick as Sherlock in front of him. Ambiado solidly in third, but Nicole Havrda looking for her best finish of the season. She's had a 7th, a 6th, and a 5th, and this will be a 4th for her if it stands. Hayden Bowlsbey, after showing so much promise early on, a little bit of a miscue cost him an opportunity at a podium. Jett bowling in good recovery mode after starting in 8th, falling back with an issue, and then back up into 6th now. Justin Garat turns his personal best in 7th. Landan Matriano Lim after serving a penalty. Also in recovery mode, up to 8th. Ricco Shlaimoun and James Lawley, the last 2 points-paying positions. As Titus Sherlock at the line had a almost 7-second lead over the rest of the field, as we've been green all the way through. Ryan Shehan looking to close that points battle down. Titus Sherlock looking for his first win on the year. He had 2 wins in the F4 championship a year ago, where he was vice champion. But this would be his first win in FR competition if he can keep it together for another half lap. He's down in Canada corner. Through the Bill Mitchell bend, there's Ryan Shehan, his closest pursuer. And climbs the hill for the final time. Titus Sherlock, the 19-year-old from Prosper, Texas, notching his first win in Formula Regional Americas as he comes to the checkered flag. Ryan Shehan, the vice champion of this class a year ago, comes home second and closes the points battle. Patrick Woods-Toth just behind the 2 leaders. A lap down. There's Nico Ambiado. He'll take 3rd place honors. Nicole Havrda, her best finish of the year, in 4th. Hayden Bowlsbey manages to stay in front of Jett bowling at the line to take 5th place honors, bowling in 6th. Justin Garat in 7th. Matriano Lim across the line in 8th. Ricco Shlaimoun and James Lawley in the points-paying positions. On my way to the podium for the final time, Eric, feel free to say your goodnights, and we'll see you in the morning.
Absolutely. We'll get a couple of things taken care of. Get ready for a thrilling night of sprint car racing at the Road America Challenge, June 8th, located just 5 miles from Road America at Plymouth Dirt Track. Don't miss the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprint Series and PDTR MSA 360 Wing Sprints. Adult tickets just $25 until June 3rd, with kids 6 to 11 getting in for $11. Plus, if you buy before June 3rd, you get a free pit pass for the Road America Challenge at Plymouth and a promo code redeemable for $15 off the Sunday ticket for the NTT IndyCar XPEL Grand Prix presented by AMR at Road America. 2 great race events in one weekend. Mark your calendars. Grab your tickets now. And right now, we've got some ticket specials as well. Moto America for just $80. It's just 2 weeks away here at Road America. Some campsites are still available. Our pounding action of IndyCar for just $140 for a weekend ticket. Or you can catch the excitement of IMSA for just $130. Get your tickets now and secure your spot at these premier racing events. Don't wait. Grab your tickets today. Be part of the adrenaline-fueled action here at America's National Park of Speed. Road America would like to thank our 2024 season corporate partners, Aaron's Company, Sargento, Haggerty, Corvette, Briggs & Stratton, Brown County, Austin, Straubel Field, Quad, TireRack.com, WeatherTech and SeaTech Cabinets, and MotorcycleBuys.com, Expel, and Bank First. Road America features Palermo's Pizza, Mission Foods Tortilla and Chips, Sargento Cheese, Cedar Crest Ice Cream, Pepsi Soft Drinks, Torquay Coffee, Carbless Cocktails, and Larry's Distributing Family and Malt Beverages. Our fire and safety sponsors, Home Matro and Jefferson Safety, AMR, Crete Trucks, Bobcat Plus, Wheel & Engineering, Finish Line Towing, Safety Clean, and Sound House Hearing. And we're pleased to partner with our corporate partners, Quick Trip, Spark Ops Fabrication, Wisconsin Lighting Labs, Sign Me Up, Skag Power Equipment, Yamaha, H&R Springs, Milwaukee Tool, Jim's Golf Cars, Mulch Express of Wisconsin, UW Green Bay, Marwin Sports, Catalyst Exhibits, Sheboygan Chevrolet, West Bend Insurance, Third Coast IT, Eden Valder Stone, Gravely, Clean Tools, River Run Press, Van Horn Group, and the Wisconsin Lottery. Waiting for John Fippin for podium celebrations for Formula Regional Americas. On the way next from America's National Park of Speed, Road America.
Let's get our podium celebration started. Finishing in third spot, back-to-back podiums for Nico Ambiado, ladies and gentlemen. Nico, congratulations, back-to-back podiums.
Thank you.
It was an eventful race, lots of action back and forth, but you're able to salvage a podium finish. Well done.
Yeah, I had the fourth time in the race one, and I started in P4. That's a difficult race, yeah. For Ryan and Bowlsbey, it's very fast. I have the pressure every race, but I can take the third position. Thank you.
Anybody to thank?
Thanks.
Congratulations for Nico Ambiado, ladies and gentlemen, from Velox USA. First time on the podium this weekend. Welcome to Ryan Shehan, ladies and gentlemen. It finally came together for you this race.
Yeah, this was our first issue-free session since practice one, so glad I could reward the team with a podium.
Looks good for tomorrow then?
Yeah, it should. I don't know where we're starting, but yeah, it was a good race, and hopefully we can carry it into tomorrow.
And you're closing up on the points championship. Patrick had his problems, obviously. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, the whole Crosslink Kiwi team, my parents, all my sponsors, Harrison Noel, Sawbelt, Complete Circle. Big thanks to them.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ryan Shehan on the box the first time this weekend. Excuse me, Ryan. For Crosslink Kiwi. He's got a win and a podium already this season. And now let's bring up our winner, the first-time winner in Formula Regional America's competition, Titus Sherlock. Titus, well done. It was a little bit of a scary moment when Patrick went off at the kink.
I didn't even know that happened, but yeah, I mean, we had a good battle at the start. I think something happened to him after we made contact. I don't believe I had any fault in that, but yeah, after that, I decided to put my head down and run the fastest and most consistent laps I could.
And obviously you did a great job of it. Anybody you'd like to thank for your first win?
The whole Crosslink Kiwi team, Damien, Oscar, Gary Giltina, my uncle Tony, my mom back home, and everyone that supports me. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Inaugural win in Formula Regional America's competition for Titus Sherlock from Crosslink Kiwi Motorsport. Ligier hats on our drivers. As we acknowledge Ligier, had a great conversation with Max Murray, the new CEO at Ligier. An exciting future for the new F4 championship. Hankook hats now on our drivers. Thanks again to Hankook for all they do for us. And let's get right to the celebration. Let's have a good round of applause once more. Third podium on the season for Nico Ambiado. A podium and a win for Ryan Shehan, and your winner with a podium earlier in the season for Titus Sherlock.